Okay, question 2. For each of the following reactions, give the ionic equation. And remember, the rules are that you can only dissociate ionic compounds and acids with an aqueous state symbol. So with 2A, let's start with potassium hydroxide. Well, that's ionic. You have a K plus and an OH minus. HCl, that's an acid and aqueous, so that dissociates into H plus and Cl minus. That gives us, and again, KCl, so that's ionic, so that's going to give us K plus and Cl minus over there. And then water, the state symbol is a liquid, so we have to leave that one alone. Let's have a look at which ones are exactly the same. Well, my potassium ion over here hasn't changed, and my chloride ion here and here also haven't changed. So I can remove those. Those are spectator ions. If I remove those from that equation, just to rub a few of the bits out as well, I get that ionic equation there. So that's the answer to that one. Not forgetting to put the state symbols in. Sodium carbonate, so again, that's ionic. Now, in one sodium carbonate, I've got 2 sodium ions and 1 carbonate ion. Sulfuric acid, that's also going to dissociate into 2 hydrogen ions and a sulfate ion. That's going to give, so sodium sulfate, that's ionic, that's got 2 sodium ions as well, and a sulfate ion. Carbon dioxide, that's got a gas, water's got a liquid, so you can't dissociate those. So plus CO2 gas, plus H2O liquid. Let's have a look, see what hasn't changed on either side. Well, I've got 2 sodiums here, 2 sodiums there. I've got a sulfate here and a sulfate there. They're my spectator ions, so I can rub all of those out. And we'll just have a tidy up as well. Oops. Which leaves me with aqueous and aqueous. So there's my ionic equation for that one. The next one, chlorine. Now, chlorine, although it is aqueous, it is not ionic and it is not an acid. So I cannot dissociate that one, so I'll leave that one as it is. But potassium bromide is ionic. Now, I've got 2 lots of potassium bromide, so that's 2 K pluses and 2 Br minuses, which give me 2 KCl. So again, that's ionic. So that's going to give me 2 potassium ions and 2 chloride ions. And then bromine, although it's aqueous, it is not ionic, which means I cannot dissociate that. So let's have a look at what hasn't changed on each side. So my potassium ions, that hasn't changed on each side. So those are going to be my spectator ions. So let's rub those out. And what I'm left with there is my ionic equation. Just need to put the state symbols back on. So aqueous and aqueous.